were taller than you are. You're a little girl.
Yeah, everybody says that to me.
I think it's because you sing with such a powerful delivery. This is Lacy J. Dalton. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you to the audience. Lacy J. Dalton is with us, and I have been looking forward to some time to this visit. You're from the Northwest, aren't you?
Well, actually, I'm living in Northern California, but I was born in northeastern Pennsylvania. How's that one?
That's the Northeast.
That's the Northeast.
Northeast.
But I've been living in about 75 miles south of San Francisco for about 13 years.
Let me do something right here before I do
all
it,
right.
because I'm going to talk to him on the air and on the intercom at the same time. You can roll the tape now. Okay. All right.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. That gets that done. How did you get started in music? Did you start up there in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, my dad and mother played around the house a lot and had guitars around. And
did you know Jeannie Seeley?
no, I didn't, but I heard she was from Pennsylvania.
I wonder how close what is the town in Pennsylvania?
It's a little place called Bloomsburg. And I understand that she was from somewhere down around Philadelphia.
Not too far from there, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm only about 100 miles from Philadelphia.
When you're in Nashville, you should call her and talk to her.
I would like to do that because people are always saying, what is a country singer doing coming from Pennsylvania? And my answer to that is that when it's country everywhere. Wherever there's country, that's what the people listen to.
Eddie
country
Rabbit's,
music.
Eddie Rabbit's from New Jersey.
No, is he?
Yeah,
really? I didn't know.
Orange, New
No,
Jersey.
you're kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
You're kidding.
How did you then? So you in your childhood you had music going around the house and everything, and did you decide right away then I want to be a singer?
No, I didn't. I had some flashes about it because I realized it was something I could do fairly easily, sing.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really finally decide until after my first year of college. I went to college to learn how to be a painter. And after I realized that I was not going to be the world's next great painter, I decided that I better do something that I was better suited for. And music was the second best talent I had. So.
Where'd you go to college?
Brigham Young University and Bloomsburg State College and...
Up there in Pennsylvania?
Around, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What took you to the West?
To tell you the truth, Brigham Young University was very inexpensive and had a very nice art school. And I had some friends who'd gone there and said it was a beautiful place and that I would love it, so I went there.
Now then, at that time you're still pursuing painting.
Right.
And there's a lot of scenery in the West.
Show is.
You and Emmylou Harris should get together and you could argue about your favorite, because she likes the East Coast.
Oh, does she?
First person I've ever interviewed that said, what's your favorite part of the country? The East Coast. And she was born down in Alabama. So the two of you get together and argue about that.
Really, I like this country all over the place. We've been traveling around it. I haven't stopped for a year.
Speaking of that, and I want to regress to something, but right away I want to say you're at the Chase Park Plaza tonight.
We are at the Chase Park Plaza.
Are you going to be up in the Wild Times Corral?
We will be indeed.
What a beautiful room that is. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. It is nice.
And the windows all the way around. You can see out all over the city and everything. And right away you come into town, and here we are trying to roll out our best kind of look to you.
Oh, and they have. I have to say, the Park Plaza Hotel has just been amazing. They've given me a beautiful suite of rooms, flowers, fresh fruit, wonderful dinners. I mean, it's just been...
That's one of the, world classic hotels down there.
It's a wonderful hotel. I mean, loving it.
Are you going to play one show, too, or...?
We'll be doing 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night.
Quite a schedule there.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have your own band?
Yes, I do. I travel with 6 other wild and crazy people.
Are they going to play Combs tonight? I understand you had a little mishap. The band will wrap tissue paper around Combs, everybody. All the musical instruments disappeared, didn't they? That's what I was going to say.
Someone stole our truck with all of our equipment in it from in front of the hotel today.
Bring that damn truck back. They need it. And do it right away. We can't have this,
Isn't that terrible? I've got a guitar on that truck that I've had for, about 12 years. Oh. And I've written so many songs. I wrote Crazy Blue Eyes on that guitar.
We're going to play that in a minute.
Wrote Losing Kind of Love on that guitar.
Oh.
And a lot of the stuff for the second album on that guitar. And it's gone. I just hope wherever you are that you...
Why don't we offer a reward?
Enjoy my guitar.
No questions asked. Okay? I get the nod from the road manager. We will ask no questions at all. Bring the truck back. Where do we want them to bring the truck? Same place they took it.
We will not prosecute.
And pay a reward. Okay. If you're listening out there, that'd be kind of fun to get it back.
Wouldn't it be a trip? It would be that would be one of the most far out trippy things ever.
I really get mad at things like that. It happened to Dave Dudley here in front of the Keel Auditorium. The band went out to get their instruments, and the truck was gone.
I imagine it wouldn't be so bad if you were Frank Sinatra, and you could sort of just write it off on your insurance or something. But, this is the kind of thing where each of the guys in the band is responsible for that equipment that was on there.
Right.
And that, we really couldn't get insurance coverage or anything for it. So,
boy, I'll bet right now there are a bunch of people shaking around looking for musical instruments, amplifiers, etc., and all the things that it will take for you to go on tonight.
Right.
The wily ways of the
We're
music
going to
business.
borrow, beg, and steal our own little equipment for tonight and put on a show somehow.
I want to find out about crepe Suzettes
Oh.
in a moment, but we want to listen to you. WIL St. Louis, Walter Vaughn with our special guest, Lacy J. Dalton. WIL, Lacy J. Dalton, our guest, and we'll be back with Lacy J. Dalton, who's appearing at the Chase Park Plaza tonight. In a moment.
We've blindfolded Mrs. Williams.
And how thoughtful.
Mrs. Williams, that's my tie.
You around feeling hams? I don't know about her. Now then, speaking of food, it seems that I recall that you were discovered cooking crepe Suzettes. Or you were cooking crepe Suzettes when you were discovered. How did that story go?
Well, that's a true story. A year ago, I was cooking crepes in Santa Cruz, California, for a living. I did that in the daytime, and I had my band and worked at night. I have a little boy there in Santa Cruz, so I didn't really want to travel very far. And I just didn't. He's 9 now, so I got a little more freedom. He just came out on the road with me for a few days.
I bet he enjoys that.
Oh, he enjoyed it very much, except that he got so car sick in the back of the van.
Really?
Yeah, I had to send him home. We about went broke buying Dramamine for the poor little guy. Finally, I said, well, he says, Mom, I hate the road, I said, yeah, I know. We took him to Opryland, and he got to do some fun things, but...
Let me give you a little remedy that a doctor gave me a long time ago. I fly airplanes, and the inner ear is what causes that air sickness, and every now and then I get air sick. I finally got over it. But the doctor said, get you an inhaler. The kind that you sniff, and he said, get you an inhaler, and every time you feel a little sick, a little car sick or air sick, just sniff it. And
wow.
it was instant relief, because the minute that inner ear opens up, then it goes away.
That's
so
incredible.
Try that with him.
Well, we'll do that.
Now then, crepe Suzette's, what was it? Just a little restaurant or a fast food place? Or?
A friend of mine owned it, and I worked there on and off for years. He was kind enough to allow my schedule to be flexible enough so that I could still do my music and work around it.
How did it come about that it was Billy Sherrill, I guess, that heard you?
Right. Well, we sent a demo tape.
Oh, you sent a demo to him?
Yeah, we made a demo with Tanya Tucker's TNT band in Los Angeles.
So.
And we sent it out, and if it hadn't been for Emily Mitchell, who's Billy's administrative assistant, she managed to go through the tapes that day, and she heard something she liked and queued our demo tape up to Crazy Blue Eyes and took it in and played it for Billy. It was so funny because later I asked him, I said, well, how did you like the 4th song on the demo tape, Billy? Do you want to record that one? You want to put that on this record that we're doing now? And he says, what 4th song? He says, what 4th song? I never even heard it.
Played Crazy Blue Eyes and that was it?
Played Crazy Blue Eyes and 2 others, and that was it.
Do people compare you with Tanya Tucker or with Diana Trask?
I don't recall being compared to them. I get compared to Waylon Jennings an awful lot. I get compared with Janis Joplin an awful lot. Yeah. Sometimes Tammy Wynette, but I've never been compared to Tanya Tucker. I myself, when I listen to myself, think I sound probably more like Tanya than any of them. But
I wonder, Billy Sherrill's bound to have heard that, because since then Tanya Tucker's moved off the label onto another record label.
Right.
And he's thinking, I did this once before. I think I'll try it again. And it's going to work, lady. It really is.
Well, I certainly hope so. We've been having a lot of good luck with it so far. And
I have so many people call me and say, this girl is just great, just super. She's going to be, and I say this too, you're going to be one of tomorrow's superstars.
Well, I sure hope so, because, you know, the nicest thing I think about being at that level is you get to do everything right. You get to use the best equipment and travel in comfortable surroundings. Right now we're traveling in an RV, a recreational vehicle, which does tend to make one car sick and crowded and so on and stuff like that. I remember hearing Kenny Rogers talk about traveling in an RV, and it's just not real easy at the level that we're at now, but I'm looking forward to later on. When
I've seen a lot of bus purchases since I've been on the radio. People like Donna Fargo and, you know, and I'll say, you get your bus? Finally got the bus. Can't believe how great it is. You know, and I've seen a lot, and I'll see it happen with you.
Oh, it's going to
way.
be so wonderful. It's going to be so. I'm really looking forward to that. Then I can take Adam along, my son.
That'll scare you to death, though, to think about $165,000 for a bus. Does that bother you at all when you think about...
The only thing that bothers me is that I don't have the down payment for it.
There are a lot of bankers in Nashville, you know, that say, oh, sure, we'll take care of that. You know, here's the paper, sign it. Don't worry about a thing. What kind of music do you like? You write your own songs. You didn't write the Tennessee Waltz.
No, I didn't write that one. Red Stewart and Pee Wee King.
Yes, a long time ago.
Your old favorites.
Did you write Crazy Blue Eyes?
I wrote Crazy Blue Eyes along with a friend of mine by the name of Mary McFadden.
You ever get worried that all the traveling and all the performances and everything will steal the writing time away from you?
It has to a degree, and that does bother me, and I don't know how I'm going to solve that one. I'm going to have to talk to some folks that know how to get around that one. I sat down with my guitar yesterday and in the hotel room and played for a while and just couldn't write anything, just sat there and, you know, piddled around with it for a while.
Because your mind goes to the show that you've got to do. That's
your mind
ahead of
goes to the show, and you're tired. The traveling is very tiresome, and hauling your bags in and out of hotels all the time and sleeping in strange, you know, hard and soft and lumpy beds, and, you know, it's a constant change in I think it's the tiredness more than anything.
The total dedication of the music business, I wonder how many good talents that the total dedication of this music business runs away, you know. They know they can sing, but they're not that totally dedicated.
I imagine a good number of them. I think you have to have a good, healthy constitution. And even if you do, like even people like Loretta Lynn and Tammy Wynette, you know, who are in the hospital quite a bit from exhaustion and and a lot of other things, you know. Apparently, even when you become a big star, the demands are still, maybe they're even escalated at that point. I don't know. I can tell you at this point, I've never been so tired in my life.
But isn't it different? You're tired. You're sitting here kind of relaxed, and we're just rapping with each other and sharing it with the audience. And suddenly, when you're on stage, completely different feeling.
It's there. The energy's there for some reason.
I never could understand that, but it happens, you know, when I'm in seeing a show or something. Maybe just dragging from the night before. Walk out on stage, whammo, it's like something hit you that's completely different.
Well, it's all that good energy from all those folks watching out there. You know, I really feel it when I get up on a stage.
What are your favorite surroundings at home? Do you like antiques, modern stuff?
I like antiques and handmade things, and I like the country. I really can't live in the city. I miss trees and wide open spaces. Where I live, it's very beautiful. I live in the coastal mountains in California. And it's where I live is not overpopulated yet. It's getting there. So I'm thinking about moving onward to greener pastures.
I was looking at our engineer outside there doing something. I don't know what. He's watching you is what he's doing.
Is he making the little fingers behind my head and stuff?
I don't know, but he's smoking a pipe and there's no pipe.
Hello.
Do you still live near Santa Cruz?
I live in the coastal mountains above Santa Cruz,
I
about 10 miles from it.
Did you get any fallout from the volcano out there?
No, we didn't. We're too far south, but I have some friends who live in Oregon who did.
I want to look forward to seeing you tonight at the Chase Park Plaza Hotel, and tell us about some of the things you have planned for your future.
Well, in August, we have some dates with Willie Nelson out in California. We're going to be playing at Disneyland out there for a
Exciting.
week. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll be able to bring my son. My son will probably, if there's any way for a kid to finally get enough of Disneyland, 5 days there
That should do it.
do it. And what it doesn't, I mean, I may die. I don't know if I'm going to live, if I'll live through 5 days of Disneyland with him, but because he has to ride everything, roller coasters. The bigger, the better. That.
So you're gonna ride the rides all day and then go to a show that night.
Right. It looks real neat.
Lots of fun. What about? I want our audience to meet you face to face, and I guess one of the big mediums to do that on is television.
Right.
Have you got anything planned in that?
We have got Dinah Shore coming up in a week or two.
Good.
And we've got Sha Na Na coming up in the fall.
They're fun.
They were so neat. They were the nicest bunch of guys you could ever imagine. Really natural and very supportive, and I really enjoyed doing Sha Na Na. Hee Haw is coming up in the fall. We just filmed that in Nashville. I've been offered a part on Charlie's Angels, which has not been confirmed yet because I have some other dates that I will have to cancel if I...
I'm gonna go back and listen to this tape. Remember when she said, "I offered a part in Charlie's Angels," and there she is, Lacy J. Dalton, who is with us. What about recording? You record for Columbia Records. Billy Sherrill is your producer, right?
That's right.
What does Billy have planned as far as albums and future songs? Can you tell us about something that may be in your future as far as songs are concerned?
Well,
You've just come off a big hit song.
We just finished recording my second album in Nashville.
Tell us about it.
And we're getting ready to release it. It'll be released by September, but you'll have a new single. Probably within 3 weeks from today, you'll have a new single. And it will be a song written by Bobby Braddock out of Nashville called Hard Times.
All right. Such a writer. He is so good.
He is so good, and this song was great. I heard it and said, I got to sing that one.
What is the name of it?
Hard Times.
Okay, we're going to be looking for that. And we'll be featuring you on the Midwest Sound Countdown, which is our regular interview show on Saturday.
All right.
And we'll just kind of wait until until we get the new album, and we'll have you and the album as our feature album on the same day on that Saturday. All right?
I might twist my arm.
Lacy J. Dalton. What time is the show down there?
The first one is at 8, and the second, I believe, is at 10 or 10:30. They're going to have to call the
Jeannie Van
hotel,
or
about
somebody over there at the Chase.
8 and 10:30.
Very good. And I'll see you over there either tonight or tomorrow night.
Well, great, Walter. I'm looking forward to it.
And we want to listen to you again. And this song you wrote. And this song, it caught everybody's imagination, as you have. Thank you for being with us, Lacy J. Dalton. What does the J stand for?
Jill.
Okay, Lacy Jill Dalton.
All right.
Is that your real name?
Jill is my real name. Lacy Dalton is not.
Uh-huh. You care to tell us?
My real name is Jill Croston, but nobody could remember Croston. I mean, they were having a terrible time. Finally, Billy looked at me one day and he said, "You're just going to have to change your name." He said, "Everybody's calling you Crosby, Crosland, anything but Croston." I don't know why that's so hard to remember, but it is.
Who came up with Lacy J. Dalton?
Oh, I bled for days. I mean, I didn't want to change my name, and I didn't want to go through that whole thing, and I like my name. But I finally came up with the name Lacy, which I've always liked, and Dalton was, I borrowed from a friend of mine who taught me how to sing, a woman by the name of Karen Dalton.
Ah, beautiful story.
Wonderful singer.
Look for you tonight or tomorrow night. Thanks for being with us on WIL.
All right, my pleasure.
Dalton, have a good show tonight.
We shall.
And bring that damn truck back.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Reward, no questions asked.